Good morning, everyone. My name is Josh Ezel, and this is my final project, Maxims Report. Throughout this course, one piece of paper has got me to create 28 maxims that I'd like to live by, and in this project, I'm choosing my top three, and they will answer the following questions. What guidelines do you live by? How will you stay connected to your team's reality, and what are you passionate about? So let me continue to go on through these. I'm trying to keep this to about 5 minutes, so I won't try and take too long. My first maxim is proud of Summit and guilty of Cummins. These reference three books: Emotional Intelligence in regards to self-management, self-awareness; Strengths-Based Leadership that states members of strong teams are as committed to their personal lives as they are their work; and one piece of paper for questioning what guidelines do I live by. Proud of Summit. There's two parts of this maxim. Proud of Summit is number one. When I first graduated high school, I worked at Summit Truck Group. It was a medium and heavy duty truck dealership, what most people used to know as International Harvester. And I started out in the warehouse and kind of worked my way through the ranks and saw some success. And I ended up in outside sales, which I really liked. And I met my wife there. We started dating, got married, and turns out her dad was the CEO. He owned it, and several other dealers across the southeast. And one would think that that was a perfect situation. You know, I could continue working there and continue seeing success, and it was a family business. But I was committed to getting my degree in electrical engineering, so I continued to go at nights and as often as I could to classes, and I ended up earning my bachelor's in electrical engineering and mathematical sciences. I did make the decision to leave the family company and go work at an engineering firm named Fisher Arnold. I took a pretty significant pay cut to go do this, but it was my passion. I really wanted to do power engineering, and now I'm designing substations for a living, and I really enjoy it. I've got about 50, I spend probably a little more than 50% of my time in the office and 50% of the time outside of the office, and it's just, I learn every day, and I love it, and I'm glad I did it. The guilty part of this maxim is guilty of Cummins. Once a summer, I worked at Cummins Incorporated. They build heavy duty and medium duty engines, and my wife was pregnant at the time, and we were having a baby. Went into labor in the middle of this internship, and I hadn't earned any PTO or vacation time, so I asked my boss if I could have a day or two and spend with my newborn child and my wife. And then I went back to work, and in hindsight, I wish I'd asked for a week off, because you don't get that time back with that newborn, and your wife needs help, and that company didn't care if an intern wasn't there for a week. That, truth be told, and I felt bad about that decision, and I don't ever want to make a decision that negatively impacts my family like that again. Moving on to Maxim 2, be a light in their world. And this references the 5 dysfunctions of a team, how Catherine was a light in the team's world and showed them new ways to communicate with one another. And this also references the Bible. Matthew 5:14-16 says, "You are a light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand and give it light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Similar to this verse, I want to be a light in everyone's life that I'm in contact with. Our clients, my family, my coworkers. I just want to be as cheerful and giving and kind as I can be, so that they wonder where this is coming from. What am I missing? What is it that pushes Josh to be this loving? My third and final maxim of this project is, someday is not a day of the week. And I stole this one from one piece of paper because I read it and absolutely fell in love with it. My wife and I always talk about trips that we want to go on, but it just never seems like the right time due to pregnancy, or Mary's breastfeeding, so she can't leave the baby, or we don't want to leave our child at home, and someday it can't be. You can't always say someday. You got to make a day. You got to choose a day, whether it be today, a week from now, 3 weeks from now. And you got to book it. You got to put it on the schedule because uh, all you have in this life is time, and you're never going to get any more of it. So that really resonated with me when I read it, and I felt it important to put it in my maxims. My wife agreed with me. She's read my maxims, and she loves the idea. I think we're going to take some time, do a little weekend vacation, sometime between now and July. We do plan on having a child in March, so we'll have to decide if we want to do it before or after. But anywho, these are the three maxims I've chosen, and the reason I chose them over all the others is because I think they encompass all of them. If I can live by these three in particular, I think most of them, of the other 25, will be covered. So thanks for listening, and thanks for a great semester and helping me put these maxims together to help me change my life.